Hello, my beautiful boys and girls out there. This is your boy Michael here, so you don't have to. Well, guess I'm a John Goodman flick for some reason. The Borrowers.
The Borrowers is a 1998 film based on the 1952 book that I've gotten a lot of requests for and never really knew if there was much of an audience who would watch a review of it. Well, seeing how it's January and the ads are I figured this would be a good time to try it out and talk about it. As I mentioned before, it was turned into a Studio Ghibli movie in 2010 and, well, certainly not a household name, it usually does get more attention. However, this film certainly has a passionate following, even if the general response is a little mixed. I guess this makes sense as its director has a career that's generally pretty mixed. But just based on the scale and production alone, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't pretty curious to check this out. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So for you Gen Xers, here's your Here Come the Littles joke. And for everyone else, here's your What the Hell is Here Come the Littles joke. Let's take a look at
The Borrowers.
As the credits roll, we're introduced to a kid named Pete, played by Bradley Pierce, and his second kid role with that name, who at first seems like a mix between Kevin McAllister and Sid from Toy Story. He's convinced something is taking all their trinkets and doodads around the house.
Batteries, candles, safety pins, dental floss. Okay. Something is taking our stuff, and I'm gonna find out what it is.
As a kid who refuses to have this life thing everybody's talking about, this is my goal! It turns out an aunt just passed away and his mom and dad are off to see what she left him. But a lawyer named Potter, played by John Goodman, who I swear pissed off the DP because look at his intro.
Horrible, isn't it?
He looks like Otho turning into John Waters just farted and wanted everybody to know it was him. Says she left no will. She was supposed to leave the house to them, but things move rather quick, as Potter says he's going to turn their home into an apartment complex.
24 highly expensive luxury apartments? You have till Saturday to move out.
Dude, we're not even 5 minutes in. At least buy me dinner before you throw your Yosemite Sam evil plan at us.
Today, Potter's apartments. Tomorrow, Pottersville.
What do you mean he can't bring me back to life, Clarence? Pete was right, though, as something is taking a lot of stuff from around the house. Inventive little creatures living in the walls called, you guessed it, borrowers.
A borrower must never, ever be seen. You've only told me a zillion times, Dad.
Well, two of them are named Pod and Ariadne Clock, played by Jim Broadbent and Flora Newbigin. And she has a little brother named Pea Green, played by Malfoy himself, Tom Felton.
Oh, you hate everything. That's not true. I like sweets, candy, ice cream.
Underdeveloped and then suddenly really developed character arcs. While some of the green screen blending is a little of its time, this is clearly a very impressive production. A lot of the sets and props were really built, which makes this world feel a lot more real. The creativity with their inventions from household items is also wonderful. Even little details like having a dumb joke on the popsicle stick. That is really going the extra mile. I could honestly enjoy this flick just by looking at it. Ariadne gets trapped in the freezer, and I bet you can't tell when Pod becomes a CG puppet.
Yeah, for a little second there.
He said, we can outlane that.
Is that bad?
I don't think it could get much worse.
But the parents return home, and Jesus, who knew a scene with an ice dispenser could be so intense?
Damn. Well, we know what the life of little people is now.
Start
We know.
setting Lucky Charm traps.
Come on, Ariadne.
They get out in time and go home to their mother, Homily, played by Celia Imrie. Ariadne, though, finds she's getting restless of never seeing any other borrowers outside of her family.
Are we the only ones left? Stop all this worrying and get some sleep.
You have to be healthy if you're going to repopulate your father's not my brother! Again, she gets restless and starts roaming the house as she stumbles across Pete.
Are you on that phone again? It's a Twinkie you ate with your ear.
Guess if the Geico caveman got a TV series, why not the Puttermans? But Pete finds her and catches her.
What? Going to Squishleys. It's just what beans do.
What's a bean?
You are. A human being?
I know, I learned it from this How to Speak English video. They quickly become friends, and again, moving pretty fast, Pete tells her about how the house is going to be demolished.
Maybe there's some way I could help.
No, I will not put the fate of my family in the hands of a bean.
Okay, am I crazy, or is there like a half hour of the script missing? Look, this isn't bad per se, but it does seem like so much of what they're building up just flies by. Like the father keeps talking about the rules of not being seen or caught, and now that both have happened, we don't see his reaction to it. This would be like if after the dread pirate Robert saves Buttercup, she says, "Oh, hey, Wesley, I had a feeling it was you. Off we go." It doesn't destroy the film, but it feels like some important stuff is glossed over. Also, I love Jim Broadbent, but this is not one of his better performances.
No! 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 It's not going to happen!
May an ironic edit, I am very, very slowly building up. Prove me wrong. May, of course, deliver on that edit.
How far are we going, Bean?
No, really, when does delivery become Mike Sosha with radiation poisoning?
Can't lift arm or speak at normal rate.
Through a bumpy ride, though, the kids end up falling outside of the truck.
Hey, Green!
Wow, he landed in a piece of shit, of course.
They make it back to the house as Potter arrives, who seems to know the aunt's will is hidden inside the house.
I don't trust Bex, Mr. Potter, so I've hidden the will in the old house.
Their aunt is that German dog from Lady and the Tramp.
Hidden the will in the old house.
Just one more course and we're out.
Our little heroes
I could have
obviously try to steal
imagined,
it back,
because he
tries
was
to get
also
their
solely
parents
for
home.
Monsters, Inc.
Watch out for the car. I will, don't worry.
Don't run into Willy Wonka's CG backdrop filter through that literal shit we saw earlier. Potter, as well, is not really that blown away by miniature people in the walls.
Before that nasty, cheating, ugly being destroys our house.
Ugly? Who they calling ugly?
Follow-up question, what unholy abominations am I listening to? And he calls an exterminator, played by Mark Williams. Boy, these really were the years of Exterminator kids movies and Harry Potter rehearsals, wasn't it?
I heard the stories. The fly with the human head. Poker playing rats. The giant radioactive cockroaches.
Miyazaki literally heard just that one line playing at a Blockbuster video and said, I think we found our next movie. The exterminator fills the walls with a burning foam, and the kids make a run for it.
He's gonna burn his freaking face off! That's what he gets.
Or he's just a little red. Come on, why don't you mess up his face?
Yeah,
more like
he's
in
a
the
little bit
cartoon?
red,
Give
but
his
he's
face all
definitely
black and
fine
obvious.
after that.
Mustache. It's gone, sir.
Cursed liquid that takes my upper lip hair, but not my eyebrows for some reason.
There.
Haven't you ever owned a game system? Hit where they're going to be. I take it back. He definitely has a game system. Probably a streamer, in fact. Pea Green gets flung to the light bulb.
Don't just stand there like an idiot. Do something.
Like exploit the scientific discovery to quickly make millions? No, hit him with a hammer so I can take years making millions with apartments.
Oh!
Again, I thought in terms of slapstick they could do more with him getting electrocuted, but his performance here does get a good laugh.
It does get a laugh by John Goodman.
Thank you.
I will find this the funniest film ever if it just cuts to his casket still with that face. The kids take the will and try making their way across town while the exterminator uses his secret weapon, a dog named Mr. Smelly. Can you guess why he's called that?
Oh, that's awful. What do you feed that animal?
I feed him on cheese.
I know I keep harking
Wow,
back to this,
cheese,
but I wonder
really?
what the Ghibli film would be like if they used more fart jokes. All right, They're approached by officer haven't shot the pilot for house yet. Got reports of two people who don't live at the residence causing a ruckus.
You know, I've always said that courtesy is the glue that holds society together.
Again, clearly haven't shot house yet. Pete drops by the house while Potter is away and they're unable to find the kids.
They're going to the new house. She's a clever girl.
No, really, was he coached by the aliens from Galaxy Quest?
She's a clever girl.
It does, a little bit.
We need your help.
Potter catches up with the kids, but Pea Green falls into a milk bottle and gets taken away. Thankfully, Arrietty just randomly bumps into another borrower named Spiller. Christ, that's lucky.
You're an innie. That explains it all.
An innie?
You know, a house borrower. Someone who depends on beans for a living.
Look, in this economy, most people my age are gonna be innies, all right?
And this is the Spiller Express.
You actually ride around in this thing? You're a lot braver than you look.
We have enough Harry Potter in this without combining it with other geek properties, thank you. They skate their way to the dairy where her brother is taken and try to save him from the machines. Shows your body's good. Pete arrives with their parents as well.
Well, try up there. And Bean, I need a pen and a pin and a piece of string and a...
Even the movie doesn't care what he's saying anymore. Of course, Potter and the Exterminator make their way there too.
Too much cheese.
Yeah, please don't give him more cheese there, Mr. Exterminator guy.
What now, Spiller? What do we do now?
I don't know. Ironically, my name hasn't prepared me for any of this.
Oh!
Potter and the parents end up saving Petrie. Potter, however, catches up with them, taking back the wheel and literally sweeping them up, planning to take them out. Use the log-cutting buzzsaw every dare he has. Pete, however, confronts Potter.
You can't do this.
You want to know what happened to your little pal?
They're about to be cheesed.
Why would he tell him that? Just gives Pete a chance to. So Pete saves them, but the Exterminator, I guess, has had enough of Potter in, tell me if you've heard this yet, an incredibly rushed way. And they try to prevent Potter from scheduling the demolition. I do really like what happens when they attempt to stop him.
Trying to stop you doing a very bad thing.
Oh, you are you? How? Exactly.
I was hoping it would just come to us.
I mean, if you've seen him in other movies, you don't want to go in without a plan. Thankfully, they did have a plan as they switched up the signs, locking him in the storage room.
Huh?
This would be a perfect moment to reveal this was a crossover with Critters the whole time. The Bowers, of course, partake in more antics, taping him up and getting the will back. But he quickly breaks out.
Nothing wrong with a little sucking up.
You know, not that any of them are physically qualified to take him out, but between these two heights, I would think they would be more qualified. However, Spiller and more borrowers pop in to save the day.
Yeah, tie him just like in your movie cover art.
Curses! Foiled by my strategy of just standing here and doing nothing!
Yeah, that's what he deserves.
Swag! That's funny!
God, it's like hobbits put on the mask if it was skin-colored. And they finally find a community to call their own.
We're not vermin, we're not freaks, and we're not pests. We're borrowers!
Should we tell them we divide ourselves into divisions of vermin, freaks, and pests?
Let him have this moment. Let me have this moment.
The door opens as they untie him and vanish so quickly, I'm honestly wondering if there was just a gas leak in the house, causing him and Pete to share the same delusion. And the Potter was trying to cheat them out of their home. Our hero
and they arrest him.
as Pete helps to keep them secret and safe. Not that Arietti has ever been good at either.
Well, where do you want to go?
I don't care. Just go as fast as we can go.
They crash into the rescue rangers, going the opposite direction.
The end.
Golly.
And that was The Borrowers, and I know it's not what it's meant supposed to be, but okay, it's not what it's meant supposed to be, but I think it still works. This movie is definitely that kind of one that you have to be watching this, because they're basically small characters living in a big world, just like we've seen with The Great Mouse Detective and other films like that. But John Goodman's performance in this movie is absolutely funny. It gets a few laughs. The characters are cool. The Borrowers definitely need some cool characters. They will be definitely giving some more screen time. And gotta say, if you are a fan of small characters living in big world movies, I think watching The Borrowers wouldn't mind you so much. So make sure to give this a watch and enjoy yourself. I'm your boy Michael here, so you don't have to.